back. South African Greg Maud has finished one of the world's toughest endurance events. The Talisker Whiskey Atlantic Row can take up to 90 days, but Maud finished it in just 53 days. He joins us now. Mr. Maud, thank you very much for your time. I think anyone watching this interview is asking themselves, how in the world did you do this?
It was an incredible challenge. It's something that I've dreamt about for a long time, and certainly for the last 2 years, really focused on making that dream a reality. That involved having a boat built, doing a huge amount of training, going on training courses, learning how to navigate, sea survival, and things like that. And all of that came together for the row, which started in late December.
What was the hardest part, the physical or mental challenge?
There were challenges in both, but the mental challenge, I think, is the greater. In particular, doing it alone. When you're out there, you have to face the same routine day after day, rowing 14, 15 hours a day, repairing equipment, and nobody to kind of share those experiences with. So I think that the mental side of it was pretty tough.
Tell us about the background to this race, and what's it all about?
The race is an event that starts in the Canary Islands and finishes some 3,000 nautical miles, or just over 5,000 kilometers later in Antigua in the Caribbean. And you can take part in it either as a four-person boat, a two-person boat, or as in my case. And there's another South African who rowed as well, Stuart Conacher, who we both rowed solo. So you're rowing right from the start till the finish, entirely unaided and unsupported.
The main aim here also is about charity, and you did it for a charity called Streetlights. Tell us why.
Yeah, absolutely. Streetlight Schools is a fantastic organization. I've always been very passionate about education in that it helps create opportunities for young people and as an investment in the future of our country. And Streetlight Schools is based here in Johannesburg, and they've done some very innovative work around developing a quality primary education curriculum that can be delivered at a fraction of the cost of the traditional model. And so I was very glad to be able to help them raise funds to establish a new school in Johannesburg, which has opened its doors just earlier this year.
Let's talk practicalities now. What did you eat, drink, and when do you sleep? Do you ever sleep?
I do. So starting with those food, I took food for 90 days, and I took it all with me. I did take a fishing line along, but didn't want to rely on that, so took dehydrated meals, biltong, of course, being a South African, dried fruit, nuts, and things like that. Yeah. But practically, you can't carry enough water for the whole journey. So the boat was equipped with a desalinator to convert seawater into drinkable water, and would run that for about half an hour each day.
The boat itself, you speak about the boat. Tell us about it. I believe it's a specialized boat.
Yeah, it is a custom-built boat. It's about 7 meters long, built up in the UK, and obviously designed to handle pretty tough conditions. 2 cabins, one of which was the area that I would go in and sleep in. My plan at the start was to kind of row for a while, row, but after a while I discovered that it got so hot in the cabin during the daytime that it just was impossible to get any rest, so I had to change things around a bit. And so I would row from about 2 hours before sunrise and finish about 2 hours or so after sunset, and then try and get some rest through the night. But the thing with the row is, of course, when you stop, you're out in the ocean, the boat doesn't stop, so you're constantly waking up, having to make sure things are all right, the boat's still working, you're not drifting off in the wrong direction and things like that.
Last question, and very briefly. The question I've got to put in here before I let you go is the fact that you've never rowed before, have you? And also, the other important part is why the choice of going it alone. Was that a deliberate decision?
It was. I've not got a background in rowing. I learned to row specifically for this. For me, it was really about the personal challenge and the ability to support a great cause. And so it was really, once I'd made the decision, it was a matter of getting the experience needed to get to the start and to be able to complete the row. And I like the idea of self-sufficiency, knowing that you'll have a number of challenges thrown at you while you're out there, equipment that breaks that you need to fix, problems that you need to work through. And I like the idea of having to rely on myself to be able to solve those and to get through things.
All right. Thank you very much for making the time to actually come around, and welcome back to South Africa.
Great. Thank you very much. It's great to be on land again.
Fantastic. That was adventurer Greg Maud.